Hey there, students. So in this clip, we're going to be going over the second example on graphing quadratic functions. So you've already written the instructions before, so you don't need to write it again. This is it summarized. We're going to find the coordinates of the vertex, the extreme and value, the zero expressed as a point. We're going to create a table of values using 2 points other than the zeros. We're going to sketch and label the resulting graph completely, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with the example. This is number 2. And we're going to be dealing with the function y equals negative x squared minus 6x minus 8. Okay? Alright, so first thing we're going to do is look for the vertex. We're not going to use completing the square formula today. We're going to use the x coordinate of the vertex formula. So x coordinate of the vertex, we know that the formula is negative b over 2a. So that's what we're going to use, okay? So x coordinate of the vertex is negative b over 2a. And with this equation in standard form, we know that a is negative 1, b is negative 6, and c is negative 8. We'll pull all that together. X coordinate of the vertex is going to be negative 6 over 2 times negative 1. Alright, if we work this out, in the numerator we'll have 6 over negative 2, and the x coordinate of our vertex comes out to negative 3. Alright, now we're going to look for the y coordinates of the vertex. To find the y coordinate of the vertex, we're going to do is we're going to do f of negative b over 2a, basically plug our result into the original function to get our output, okay? So y coordinate of the vertex is going to be f of negative 3, which is what I'll get when I plug in negative 3 up here. So I have negative 3 squared minus 6 times negative 3 minus 8. Okay? Alright, let's simplify that. We're going to get negative 9 plus 18 minus 8. That simplifies to 9 minus 8, which equals 1. Alright, now we're going to put our vertex together, the two values together to create our vertex. Our vertex is going to be negative 3, 1. Now we're going to find the extrema and value. Extrema and value. Alright, now since our a is negative, as indicated up here, our a is negative, we're going to have a maximum as our extrema, and then the value is going to be y equals 1, because that's the y coordinate of our vertex. So the reason is because a equals negative 1 is negative, and k equals 1, which is a y coordinate of our vertex. Alright, now let's find the zeros. To find the zeros, we're going to attempt to solve the original quadratic by factoring. If we can't, then we have to resort to other means. Okay, so to find the zeros, we're going to set the function equal to 0, negative x squared minus 6x minus 8 equals 0. We're going to solve this, okay? So let's go ahead and use the x method, or the AC method to solve this. So what we're going to do, make our x. AC goes on top, B goes on the bottom. So AC is going to be minus 1 times 8, negative 8, which is positive 8. B is negative 6. If you work it out, you have 2, 4. But the sum is negative, so these two have to be negative. Put it back in here, we have negative x squared minus 2x minus 4x minus 8 equals 0. So we're going to break it down the center and factor by grouping, okay? Right in front of the sign. To break everything down, we're going to have negative x times x minus 2 times x. And then on this side, I'm going to have negative 2 times x minus 2 times 2 times 2 equals 0. On the left side, I'm going to take out the negative and the x. Alright, if I do that, I'm going to have negative x Since I factor out a negative, this sign has to switch to the opposite, which is x plus 2. And then on the right side, I'm going to take out the negative, always bring down the middle sign, and then I'm going to factor out 2 2's. And then I'm going to have 4 on the outside, and I'm going to be left with x plus 2 on the inside equals 0. And then when we combine it, we're going to have x plus 2 times negative x minus 4 equals 0. Now we're going to set both factors to 0 using the zero product property to find our 0. So we have x plus 2 equals 0, or negative x minus 4 equals 0. If I solve the first one, I'll subtract 2 from both sides. X equals negative 2 is my first 0. This one involves 2 steps. I'll add 4. Negative x equals 4. And then divide by negative 1 both sides. Divide by negative 1 to get rid of that negative. So we have x equals negative 4. Alright, so our zeros expressed as on points are negative 4, 0, which is the first one, and negative 2, 0. Alright? Okay, now we're going to create a table of values. So table of values. We need 3 points, the vertex, and 2 other points that are not the zeros. So let's go ahead and create our chart. Something like this. Alright, let's do that. And then you're going to make the center one a little bit thinner than the rest. 2 rows thick, and then the other one like that. Alright, so on the top, we have x. In the middle, the function y equals negative x squared minus 6x minus 8. And then here we have y. Alright, we're going to position our vertex in the center. Our vertex is, what is our vertex? Can't find it. Negative 3, 1. So we'll put negative 3, 1. We don't have to do any work here, so we're going to have to place. We're going to pick a number before and after. If I pick a number before negative 3 and a number after, I'm going to end up with negative 4 and negative 2. But these two are already taken, so I need to pick something else. So instead of going 1 up and 1 down, I'm going to go 2 steps back. I'm going to go 2 steps back and 2 steps forward. Okay? 2 steps back and 2 steps forward, because if I go 1 step back and forth, I'm going to hit numbers, points that I already have. I don't need those. I need more points. Okay? I'm not allowed to use these anymore. So if I take 2 steps back from negative 2, I'll go negative 4, negative 5. And if I take 2 steps forward, I'm going to go negative 2 and negative 1. Alright? So let's plug this in. I'm going to have y equals negative 5 squared minus 6 times negative 5 minus 8. If I work that out, I'm going to have minus 25 plus 30 minus 8. And this comes out to 5 minus 3. 5 minus 8, which equals negative 3. Alright, so this one's going to be negative 3. Now we expect this to be negative 3 also, or else our answer is wrong. So let's work it out. Y equals negative 1 squared minus 6 times negative 1 minus 8. So we're going to have negative 1 plus 6 minus 8, which equals 5 minus 8, which is negative 3. So that works perfectly. Alright, so now with that in mind, let's go ahead and draw our graph. Alright, so our center is on the negative 3, 1, which is the second quadrant. So we're going to exaggerate our axis, x-axis to the left a little bit more than to the right, and then upward somewhat. Okay, like this. Alright, now we know that our vertex, let's graph our vertex first. Our vertex is negative 3, negative 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, negative 3, and then 1. That goes the vertex. And then I have negative 5, negative 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, negative 5, negative 3. And then I have negative 1, negative 3. Negative 1, and then 1, 2, 3. And let's not forget our zeros. Our zeros are negative 4, 2, and negative 4, 0, and negative 4, negative 2, 0. So negative 4, 0 is going to be right here, and negative 2, 0 is going to be right there. Okay? So there you have all the points. If we wanted to graph the y-intercept, it should be 8 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be the y-intercept. Negative 8 is your y-intercept, okay? Because that's the value of c over here. Alright, so we'll just connect the dots as best as we can to create the graph of our parabola. Like that. And then this one goes through there, and then cuts right out like that. Okay? So there you have it. Now just to label the graph, this is the axis of symmetry. Let's label that. Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. And the equation is x equals negative 3. This point right here is your maximum, which is y equals 1. And this is a 0. This is 1, 0. X equals negative 4. This piece right here is another 0, which is x equals negative 2. Negative 2. And there you have it. Okay. Alright, just to finish up, let's just label the coordinates of our vertex. Our vertex is right at that point right there. Vertex is, let's see, what's our vertex again? Negative 3 and 1. Negative 3, comma 1. Okay? So that's it. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking up here. You can share the contents of this video with your friends via Facebook or Twitter or Google+. More videos can be found on mathworkserve.com. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.